What is up, everybody? It is me, your favorite YouTube heavyweight champion of the world. I got a breaking news story for you guys today. This is a breaking news story that has just broke by Sportskeeda on my Facebook today, just as of right now. I have a breaking news story for you guys. You guys are not going to believe this story whatsoever. This story is absolutely hilarious. This is the funniest story as of yet that has broke by Sportskeeda today on my Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about it. GFW tried to get a sponsor by Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant for their wrestling company. Yes, folks, you heard me right. The wrestling entertainment world known as GFW was trying to get a sponsor from Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant, and Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant turned down GFW Wrestling. They turned GFW down. They said, no thanks, we do not want to be your sponsor. And they said, when you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick, then we'll talk to you about being a sponsor for you. This is what Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant told GFW. So GFW got turned down by Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant because Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant said back in a message to GFW, until you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick, and then we'll talk to you. Then we'll talk to you about a deal. But until then, there is no deal between us. You're not gonna get a deal until you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick. So Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant told GFW, unless you release the broken rights to the Broken Gimmick, we will not be your sponsor. Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant absolutely destroyed GFW today. They absolutely destroyed GFW by turning down GFW because GFW wanted Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant to be their sponsor, and Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant said absolutely not. We will not be your sponsor unless you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick. This is what Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant told GFW. So Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant told GFW, unless you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick, we will absolutely not be your sponsor. So GFW gets destroyed by Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant, and Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant turns down GFW as a sponsor. And Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant told GFW, unless you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick, we will absolutely not be your sponsor. This is by far the funniest news I had to break to you guys, because I found this hilarious. Guys, I want to give a big shout out to Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant. They were absolutely savage when they told GFW that they would not be their sponsor unless they released the rights to the Broken Gimmick. So Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant told GFW, unless you release the rights to the Broken Gimmick, we will absolutely not be your sponsor. So we all know GFW is wrestling entertainment. We all know that. So GFW was trying to get Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant to be their sponsor, and Jimmy's Seafood Restaurant came back with a response to GFW.